Hey,
Hey, Jackie.
how's it going? Let me turn on my light because I look creepy and all backlit. There we go. Less creepy.
Not at all.
I'm not less creepy. Should I just turn my camera off?
I mean, not creepy at all.
How are you doing? How is everything?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
I started the CEO Shadow program
Nice.
today.
How's it going?
So it's good. It's very interesting. I would say I'm super impressed with Sid and all the things that he's responsible for and he's doing. It's incredible just to be a part of that for a brief time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Get some experience in that side. Yeah.
Exactly. And just kind of like exposure to how the companies run. It's just interesting. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kraz, how's it going?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'll keep recording so you can give this over to Nicole if she's curious or wants to know.
All right.
Jaime, do you want to go first? Do you want to tell me what's going on, what you're working on?
Sure. I guess from last week, rolling into this week is being the security issue that I was working on about the stealing someone's cookies by a domain. That sparked a long conversation. I don't know if you read it, but on the MR, there were like a few concerns, basically backwards compatibility, like with this fix, it would break things, right? So Vlad had a suggestion in it. I'm gonna go back to it. I haven't had a chance, but yeah, that's next on my list. And also have the serving custom 404s for namespace domains. That's in review. I think that's with Ukras at the moment.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and other than that, I've been working on my assigned issues for the free milestone, improving the lab kit, improving the pages, linter configuration as well. That's going well. There's another MR there for review. And I think that's pretty much it from what I'm doing right now. My plan is to try to finish the security issue as soon as I can, because it's a bit, it's complicated.
It's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. You don't realize how hard it is to work on these security issues until you're there. And it's not only the fix, it's making sure it works, and plus all the little changes that need to be done after this is merged. So yeah, by getting there.
Well, thank you for taking care of that and devoting so much time to making sure that we have something that works. Do you need any support from the product side, or do you feel pretty good?
I think I'm good for now for those. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
And then how are the issues that you're assigned to, like the linter? Is that work interesting and good, or are you getting up to speed, or what do you think?
Yeah, they're actually already in review. I enjoyed that a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's helping us make the code a bit more uniform. And, consolidate a bit of the practices and how we write things. And so, yeah, it's nice. I hope, I think Vlad was happy that we added that. So
me too.
Pages will get, a bit more stable in how we write certain pieces of code. So yeah, it's nice.
One of those quality of life features, kind of.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Kraz, what's going on with you? What are you working on?
Well, I'm not much different than the last time we talked, because my initial merge requests on the secret syntax caused the discussion. And the good thing is that we now have a plan, and it looks like everyone agrees. So I just need to re-implement it, which is happening faster than my original merge request, because I still have all that knowledge that I gained around how it works. So I'm going to push. I even like one of the merge requests is assigned for review. I need to ping Grzegorz on this one because it's been for a couple of days, and I got some feedback on the other one from Camille. So I still hope we may manage to actually not be delayed overall, like in terms of releases, but we'll see because it still has to go through review. Like, so we have a plan and we agree on it, but still the actual implementation will still has to be reviewed, and there might be some changes. And my plan, like last time, is like once I push these two in review and I have more of like downtime, go back to the follow-up issues for the JSON Web Token and start working on this. And
How about the runner
that's
side?
pretty
Have you
much-
heard from Thomas? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Thought you were done.
No, that's I was about to say, just unless you have something else for me that you want me to look at, that's my plan for now. And I haven't heard anything from the from Thomas and the runner team. I'll get back to them because we changed the syntax. We may now change the actual structure of the response returned from the API to the runner. And I'll check with him, is it fine? Because we can actually make no matter the syntax, we can still keep the old API response structure, but it makes sense to keep them close to the syntax. So I'll just touch base with him and see, is that good? It should be good, but if they have reasons to stick to what we usually have, I'll have to do some small changes. So, okay,
Okay.
And when I get in touch about this, I'll just ask them how is it overall going.
Will you do that on the issue or in Slack so I know where to look?
Well, probably on the issue, because that's where he can see what the stuff is, and it's better for everyone to keep it there.
That way I can also lean into Darren and see if this is something on his
okay.
board. Because like it shows on his board as prioritized, but if he's like throwing other priorities that are further to the right on his board, then that could be another distraction, right? Like Thomas might.
My first goal is to get our part merged and behind future flag so that we can test the syntax in action, and like we're not gonna be able to test much, so because only the runners that have that new feature secret will get such jobs assigned, but at least we can test some part of it, that it's not like failing or breaking something else. And
I think you're going with the right approach by having that time between this milestone and next milestone to make sure that we're
I was just hoping to be a little bit ahead, but that's how it will happen in the end. So
okay. Some future looking priorities, something I'll talk about in our team. Not in our team meeting tomorrow, but the team meeting next week. Just we have a bunch of features in 13.3 and 13.4 and 13.5 that are around supporting just group level actions for release, and that being a part of the CI/CD workflow. I also hope to prioritize our object storage work, Jaime, so that we can get that research completed and start making some effort toward that. So Kraz, hopefully like in 13.4, we can start having you kind of partner with Jaime on the object storage stuff so we can start moving that forward if secrets is further along.
Yeah. Okay, cool. It's a bit in the future, but I'm happy to do it.
Just wanted to give you guys a preview since since we're not ever on that same call together. I want you to be aware of those things. Yeah.
I think I still have in my to-do list that issue. I think you asked me to look at some tech eval or just do a research on like CI variables and secrets and how we can like improve the situation there. So I hope I'll at least have like a couple of hours to think about it and post something. So it may like change what we're gonna do in the next few releases, because it's very confusing, and like even for the people in GitLab, we constantly talk about variables as secrets while they're like actually nothing that makes them secrets other than the way people use it. So yeah, we should try to improve that situation somehow. And I don't think, like, the other confusion is that people think that the vault is the ultimate solution that will sort this, while yeah, because you need to have vault to start using it, and we're not gonna provide vault anytime soon, if ever. So
Right.
we'll try to somehow other approach.
Yeah, I would like us to partner on creating like the vision for that too, Kraz. So I agree, that'd be great to get some time on that, splitting secrets from variables. Because again, the pain point I'm hearing from our customers is that they don't want to deploy with GitLab because they don't find our CI variables as secure as they could be. And they don't want to necessarily leverage an outside key store from their normal deployment workflow when they could just manage everything in AWS. So they'll just go and manage everything in AWS. And AWS could be generic. It could be, I can go to my environment provider console, so Azure, Google, whatever, and manage my secrets all from there and not have to worry about doing multiple steps in GitLab. So whatever we can do to bridge that gap, I think.
Okay. I can like probably get in touch with you later to see what exactly they don't find secure. I assume it's the more about permissions and who can see them than the actual technical details where we actually save them and store them.
Yeah, because they're encrypted, right? Like they're stored at the database. They're encrypted. If it's a self-managed customer, they're going to be stored on their instance, and it's based on how they decide to encrypt everything too.
And the other thing I don't get about why people are that much concerned, like who can see them in the UI, when eventually everyone who can run a CI pipeline can see them, because at the end they're provided to the job. So like if you do some stuff, you can like find those secrets. So I guess the level of defense there is that it goes through code review or in protected environments and stuff like this. But yeah, I'll look at it, and I'll probably have questions because you know more about the customer's perspective and what their problem are with the current solution. So yeah,
that'll be perfect. We can work on that together.
Okay.
Awesome. Any other questions or thoughts, y'all?
No.
I did have something a little bit with the release CLI and the work for the releases via YAML file. Sean suggested like that we sync up. I think it might be useful because I feel like we're a bit all over the place at the moment.
Okay.
Like I don't know where we are with the release.
So from a dog fooding side, I am going to, I have on my agenda, like for the product team meeting tomorrow, to ask them if their teams are going to consume this or not. And if they aren't, our next steps are to just proceed with our customer work development, which is like exposing the release node as YAML steps so that people can speak out in the YAML file the various attributes of the release rather than having to script the release CLI, making it more native for how we're expecting releases to be generated. And then after we finish that work, there's a couple of enhancements that we'll need to extend the CLI, like files. We have to build a generic package registry first before we can extend the release CLI to then call from the storage that we create. So I would say, as far as like the dog fooding stuff, typically I've seen it take a couple of months for our internal organization to mobilize and consume features that we build. So we made everyone aware of this at the second week of April, I think. And then I checked in May. So I haven't seen anybody consume the release CLI explicitly, but I have been engaging with customers on the forum, and they've been leveraging the release CLI within the alpha version. So I think that's what we're calling it, right?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Version 1 is not there yet, but
Exactly, pre-version 1. So is this useful? Is this useful context, or am I just like blabbering on and not getting to what you're hoping for? Okay.
No, it makes sense. Like, I guess I wasn't sure where we were on the side of that release node being available, and I wasn't sure if Sean, hopping around roles had some disruption in delivering this work.
So I put the milestone of extend the release node for YAML steps in 13.2 because 13.1 was our free milestone, but Sean just moved that issue into 13.1. So we should be able to ship that, which means that should mean that we could get to version 1 for the release CLI in 13.2. I'm just not quite sure on the Go side, like your side, Jaime, what scope you would need me to prioritize. So
right.
If you want to ping me on specific issues, I can pull them in appropriately and we can plan them. Again, like this is where I'm kind of abstracted because you're the technical architect of the release CLI, but the feature functionality that the customers are going to be exposed to are generating a release from the YAML file. So if there's things that you need to work on that are going to help enable that 13.3 goal of allowing our customers to generate a release from the YAML file, let me know and we'll get them slotted.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go over the issues on the release CLI itself, but it's pretty much adding support to uploading files.
Yeah.
Which is, if we go with the assets, with the current functionality, it's just adding assets. That should be not too hard. And maybe a few more improvements that we had in the list. My only concern is the review cycle again. How is that going to affect if we're depending on the runner team?
Kraz, do you want to be a maintainer?
On the release CLI? Yeah, I think it's, I can at least start reviewing merge requests when we have some calls. It's relatively small, so it's a good start for someone with less Go experience. And if we manage to keep this in the team between me, Jaime, and Vlad, and potentially Sean, that will be also closer to speed up a lot of the process, right?
Yeah, totally. It's very.
So next time you have merge request, just pass it to me so I can like start reviewing stuff there, and I guess it will take less time because it's, like I said, smaller, not that critical, and we can manage to get there.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's really, overall, it's very simple. It's just a client that is making calls to the API. That's all it's doing. So, yeah, it's good. Even Sean mentioned that he wanted to get involved in writing a bit of Go. So, yeah,
it's a pretty good small app to start with, so we should use it.
Yep.
I just realized 3 days ago, Sean made a comment and I saw that you liked it on that issue that I have scheduled for 13.3. Given our time zones, you'll be meeting at like 1 a.m. my time. So I likely will not be making that meeting. I've tried to make a 2 a.m. with Kraz and it failed miserably. I just didn't wake up. So I would say, if you do have a meeting with him, please just feel empowered to go connect with him and let me know, send me the recording so I can review and just make sure I have all the scope that you guys need, the customer use cases, the information that you all need. But I'm going to comment on this issue that he commented on that you liked. Just making sure that we get everybody on the same page, that you'll just link me all the issues that are relevant to schedule pre 13.3. And if we need to bump out this assets one to 13.4 to accommodate more research, we can totally do that. But also let me know if you want a technical evaluation in the same milestone for 13.2 or something to prepare for this. Just keep me posted on what you need. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go back to see what we need to do from the release CLI perspective. And yeah, once you reply to Sean, maybe I'll sync up with him. Maybe we can just talk or see if we really need to meet. Otherwise, just follow on the issue.
And you always feel empowered to meet without me and let me know, like, hey, this is how things have to be. Totally want you all to move as fast as possible, and we can always create follow-up issues for addressing edge and fringe use cases that aren't necessarily completely addressed in your initial implementation, whatever you all end up doing.
Yeah.
We're all flexible here. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. Anything else? Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, let me know if you need anything. Jaime, I'm not sure if you saw my comment that I made to Sid in the CEO channel about a major customer saying that they aren't evaluating one of our biggest competitors anymore. And I wanted to let you know that it's because this whole YAML generation of releases, that the fact that we're going to be able to support that functionality and many other pieces of our vision, but that was the one that really made that customer feel super supported. So I just wanted to let you know that was like one of their big things about Xebia Labs they loved, was the extensive YAML support that Xebia Lab has, which makes me roll my eyes because they don't really have it, but you know, it was that whole sellability of a feature. But
yeah,
awesome. It definitely contributed to that whole narrative and story.
Yay. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. And then Kraz, you already know about how many people love secrets management. I can stop making your head big on that feature. I talk about that every day with customers. No kidding. Awesome. Well, let me know if you need anything. I'm in the CEO shadow this week, so I might be slow to respond to pings on issues, but if you need anything urgent, just directly message me. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks so much.
See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.